What if your mortgage could pay itself while you continue living in your home? The average British homeowner spends 27% of their income on mortgage payments. But with the strategy I'm about to share, you could reduce this to zero or even generate positive cash flow, all while maintaining your privacy and comfort. Welcome to today's video where we're exploring house hacking, a strategy for offsetting your housing costs that works brilliantly within Britain's unique property landscape and regulatory framework. While the term house hacking originated in America, its application in Britain takes on different forms due to our housing stock, planning regulations, and cultural norms. Essentially, it involves living in a property while generating rental income from portions of it. The British housing market presents perfect opportunities for this approach. Our Victorian and Georgian properties often feature multiple floors or separate entrances that can be utilised without sacrificing privacy. Additionally, our housing shortage creates reliable rental demand in most urban areas. Let's explore the most effective house hacking strategies for British properties. First, the lodger approach. Under the UK's rent-a-room scheme, you can earn up to £7,500 per year tax-free by letting out furnished accommodation in your home. This perfectly suits professionals in cities like London, Manchester or Edinburgh, where room rentals command premium prices. For example, a homeowner with a £1,200 monthly mortgage in Bristol could take in a lodger paying £650 monthly, instantly reducing their housing costs by more than half while remaining well within the tax-free threshold. The second approach involves creating a separate dwelling unit within your property, such as a basement flat or garden annex. This requires understanding permitted development rights and potentially securing planning permission, particularly important in conservation areas common throughout Britain. Multi-unit house hacking works exceptionally well with British terraced houses and larger semi-detached properties. Many Victorian houses, originally designed as single-family homes, can be reconfigured to create separate living units while maintaining the external character that planning authorities insist upon. The financial implications are significant. A £350,000 property in Leeds might have a monthly mortgage of £1,400, but by creating a self-contained one-bedroom flat within it, you could generate £700 to £800 monthly, substantially offsetting your housing costs. British house hackers must navigate specific regulations, including building regulations for separate dwelling units, fire safety requirements, particularly for multi-floor properties, licensing requirements if creating multiple rooms for rent, insurance implications, including landlord policies, and mortgage lender permission, as standard residential mortgages may not permit letting. Critically, the tax treatment of house hacking in Britain offers advantages beyond the rent-a-room scheme. When letting a portion of your property, you can offset a percentage of mortgage interest, maintenance costs, and utilities against rental income, benefits not available to typical homeowners. For young professionals in expensive British cities, house hacking creates a pathway to property ownership. A first-time buyer might purchase a 3-bedroom property instead of a 1-bedroom flat, using rental income to qualify for a larger mortgage while building equity faster. From a practical perspective, British house hackers should consider installing separate utility meters where possible, creating sound insulation between living spaces, establishing clear boundaries and access routes, understanding council tax implications for separate units, and setting up proper tenancy agreements, typically assured short-hold tenancies. With rental demand high across many parts of Britain, particularly in cities like London and Manchester, house hacking allows you to leverage the property you own to offset a significant portion or even all of your mortgage payments. This strategy can be particularly advantageous in times of rising housing costs, where using rental income to cover or reduce your mortgage payments offers financial relief. However, while the financial advantages are substantial, there are other considerations to keep in mind. Creating a separate unit within your property may require significant upfront investment in renovations or planning applications, and potential complications with neighbours or local authorities should also be taken into account.